Across Iran, a new chapter of resistance has unfolded, a revolt aimed squarely at the authority of Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei. What began as local protests over individual grievances has swelled into a nationwide demand for fundamental change. Young people, women, workers, students, and ethnic minorities have poured into streets, chanting for dignity, rights, and an end to authoritarian rule. The spark that ignited mass outrage was a tragic, high-profile case that symbolized decades of repression. But the flames grew from long-standing grievances: economic collapse, corruption, political exclusion, and the brutal enforcement of social codes. For many, the moment to act arrived because daily survival collided with a deep-seated yearning for freedom. These uprisings are distinctive for their breadth and the central role of women. Women lead demonstrations, remove headscarves in public acts of defiance, and use social media to expose abuses and galvanize support. Young Iranians, digitally connected and frustrated by limited prospects, use music, art, and protest tactics that evade traditional controls. Labor strikes and local civil disobedience have amplified pressure on the state. The government's response has been severe. Security forces have deployed lethal force, mass arrests, and internet shutdowns to try to stifle the movement. State media labels protesters as agents of foreign powers attempting to delegitimize their demands. Yet repression has often fed public anger, widening the movement's base and hardening calls not just for reforms, but for systemic change. International reactions are mixed. Some countries condemn the crackdown and impose targeted sanctions, while others caution against external interference. Diaspora communities rally abroad, staging demonstrations that keep global attention on Iran's streets. But the protesters' fate ultimately hinges on internal fissures, divisions within the ruling elite, economic pressures, and the security apparatus's willingness to continue harsh repression. Predicting the outcome is difficult. Revolts can force concessions, produce protracted stalemates, or be crushed at great cost. What is clear is that Iran's social fabric has been profoundly altered. The courage of ordinary Iranians has rekindled debates about rights, governance, and national identity. And the future of Khamenei's rule may depend on how both state and society navigate this pivotal moment. Observers warn the path ahead will be tumultuous, marked by sacrifice and uncertainty. Yet every protest, every strike, and every whispered conversation matters. Change rarely arrives cleanly, but history shows sustained, resilient citizens can reshape systems. The world watches as Iran confronts choices that will determine a generation's destiny. Now,